What do you call a loaf of bread sat on a sausage roll? On a roll! I know, that was worse than terrible. I'll go and sit in the corner. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So I have two goals for the next few episodes. First of all, to drill field number 2, or maybe actually in this case plant. I think that's going to be the field which we do completely with corn. We do have a plant that we can get hold of for just £10,000. In fact, even less if we buy it used, which we will do. And we also need to cultivate and drill field number 1. So that is probably going to be done 50-50. I did see quite a few people suggesting 50-50. It makes sense. We'll probably go straight across the middle instead of at the sort of angle, the diagonal that we've been doing recently. So yeah, they're going to need some more. We need another crate. They're just producing eggs so quickly. You busy things. Very busy. So I'm just going to, let's just see if I can slide that out of the way. We should now have space for a few more of these boxes here to spawn. But yeah, next time we go over to the store, we'll pick up another one of these empty crates. Because one is just not enough. It started off being enough, but not now. Anyway, yeah, let's just tab over to the Fent tractor. It's just here. It's going to be needed in this field to do the subsoiling. But yeah, my focus is going to be on field 2 because we did fertilise that in the previous episode and it'd be good to get the corn going. So we have a weight. I think actually it's the front loader that I need to remove. Okay, so I've put it there. I had to take the weight off. It wasn't possible to remove it otherwise. So yes, what we need to do is prepare the planter. So as I said, we do have access to a John Deere 7000 planter. This will be perfect in the field which we currently have. The capacity wants to be as much as possible, and it wants to be used. So £8,200. I have no issue with the price of that. It's very good. And then the seed, we probably have some seed somewhere. Otherwise, we can go to our refill point, which is very handy to have. Right, brilliant. And the other good thing is we can actually put liquid fertilizer in here at the same time. Or is it for this one? It might be solid fertilizer. I seem to remember from before I thought it was liquid fertilizer, then it ended up not being. But yeah, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't matter what it is. So let's try and squeeze it into this workshop. Should fit. I know we are down here. We could actually pick up the empty egg crate on this occasion, but yeah, it'd be probably easier when we sell the eggs. Actually, I think I will just repair everything. 76 for the drill, sorry, planter, and 143 for the tractor. That's good. Very, very good. Right, so yeah, I did see a number of comments requesting a full field of corn. The way we're going to do this is to harvest it with a combine harvester. We're going to have to get a corn header, which is possible. I did this on Vintage Survival, so there won't be an issue there. And yeah, I don't know how much money it's going to bring in, but I can't see it being bad. Should be pretty good. For the first time we've harvested corn on this map. This tractor doesn't really seem to struggle at all, which is very good to see. Although, yeah, I don't think it's that heavy, and it's not currently in the ground, so yeah, even so, I don't think it's going to be any kind of problem. I'm just looking forward to having a corn crop. Right, so first things first, we're going to go for the seed. That's the first stop. Seeds. And that's going to be consumed pretty quickly. Actually, I think when we set the capacity, that was probably for the fertilizer. And since liquid fertilizer and fertilizer is together here, we're probably not going to know. Oh, we will. We will know which one. It is indeed granular fertilizer that we're taking. Yes, I remember this from before. So we are ready to start planting corn. This will be a nice change. So it's still not confirmed yet if we're going to be finishing this series when 22 is released. It is all going to come down to what there is available I don't know. Nobody knows how many mods, how many maps there's going to be in the first few weeks. If it just turns out that there are some really, really good ones instantly, and especially if ones that are set up for this sort of style of gameplay release, we're going to change. Because it's just going to feel like I'm behind if I stick with 19. Nothing against this map, need to make that very clear. Absolutely fantastic, but yes, like I said before, I'm very ready for the change to 22. It's been 3 years since the release of 19, so I just really want to get over there now. And if Alien Jim released this map on 22 instantly, which obviously we don't expect him to do, because it takes time and a lot of work, but if he did, I would instantly move to it. I would just try and continue the series as much as possible, but only in 22. I don't know if you can transfer save games, a bit unclear at the moment. In fact, I don't know if it's been asked by anybody, but if it is possible, that would be great. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to 22 in general. It's been so long. Okay, so I'm going to just remove that limiter a bit, but I'm not going to go crazy. 12 seems like a pretty reasonable speed. Would be good to bring some seed to the side of the field, but yeah, we'd have to use a bucket, which I could do, because I could also scoop up the grain in front of the chicken's trough at the same time. But yeah, what's it done? Just over 25% consumed. Fertilizer has a larger capacity, so that's going to deplete after the seed. Okay, so I'm just going to go over there. Don't want to miss this area here. It's working very well. We've almost run out, but yeah, I have actually done more than I was expecting to do on just one tank load. Yeah, it's been good. So in a second we'll head back over there, get some more, and yeah, I won't do the front loader thing, but we do still need to scoop up the chicken food very soon. We'll do it at the same time as selling the pallet of eggs. This will be interesting. Will we have enough to get to the top, and will it all fit in one run? It looks like it's going to be pretty tight. Yeah, I'll stick to the left. There'll be no harm in going back down again. It looks like we do just about have enough. Which means I have just planted this field in a very short period of time. That's been fast, and because it was already fertilised, it means I can now fertilise it again. And then with the exception of weeds, this field won't need any more attention until harvest. Brilliant. Okay, so the planter won't be required again for quite some time. So that needs to go back over to the yard. There is no rush at all to do the fertilising, but I'm going to do it today in this episode. My focus is going to be on the chickens first of all though, because I think we're going to get the error message, well, the notification very soon saying no more space left for the eggs in the spawn area. So yeah, we've got to clear it, and I don't particularly want more of those little boxes. They take a lot of time to shift. I need to go and get my front loader. Just going to squeeze this into a barn somewhere, and too sure which is the biggest. They're quite big. Yeah, let's just try and get in this one over here. That'd be good. Very good. It's been a good planter. So, do we need a weight? Probably not. We are going to be lifting that big crate, but then, yeah, the weight is going to get in the way for the trailer, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Pallet fork. I'll keep that liquid fertilizer there. We're going to be using it very soon anyway. I can top up the sprayer with it. Our brand new self-propelled homemade Massey Ferguson sprayer. A very nice thing to have. Okay, so let's just pick this up. Pop it on this trailer behind us. Yeah, we can pick it up very easily. It's not tipping forward. And then those individual boxes need to go on here as well. So I might as well just do that very quickly off screen as it gets a bit like this. If I was to time-lapse it, they can all go onto here. And the last one, oh look at that, no more space to place new pallets. Yes there is, you confused game. I've always wanted to know, is it possible to push this and actually scoop up? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, not trying to ruin the immersion here, but I've just always been interested. It looks like it does have to be attached to a front loader. Interesting. So we can head off over to the cafe. Wonder if the price is any good. Have a quick look on here. Price for eggs. Yep, the cafe is the best. £3,649 for 1,000 litres. Not bad at all. And yeah, I'm going to spin. Well, see if I can spin around in here. I don't particularly want to go the other way because it's bumpy and is actually slower. Okay. Off we go. And we'll pick up an empty crate. I've never noticed those fishing smacks before for some reason. No idea why. Always nice to see some extra detail. Right. So yeah, first things first, I'm just going to get these sold. Let's just see how much they are worth each. I've probably picked up the one box which has less in it. That's what I usually do. Oh no, that would appear full. 547. Very good. It would appear that eggs just are really worth it. And it seems that every version of Farming Simulator has one particular thing, one particular product or crop type, which is worth loads, and you could just make a fortune by doing that one thing. I remember in FS15 it was the silage. You could just make some crazy amount of money without doing that much work from doing silage. Silage is still worth quite a bit, but not as much as it used to be. It was a very high price, and I would say that FS19 is definitely the eggs. The eggs really seem worth it. And the other thing with eggs, of course, is you just buy the chickens and you give them some grain and that's it. So, not very labour intensive. Okay, so let's get onto that boat. Let's buy two more egg crates. I think they're £1,000 each, so they are quite expensive. But they are obviously fully reusable, which is very important. I could use that, that's also very good. But this does have a very high capacity, so yeah, let's just get them attached. One and two. Yeah, they're not very heavy at all when they're empty, so we can definitely get away with picking them up by hand. Well, I did actually pick them up by hand in the cafe, but I had to. I had no choice. It's not like I could drive into the cafe with a forklift. One little box has spawned. That's okay. So the next thing to do, after we've cleaned up this mess here, is to start subsoiling fen number 1, which is going to be a big job. And that thing is not exactly fast. Does it need... Actually, let's just make sure. Does it actually need ploughing? Yes, it does. But not the top section. Okay, so that makes it easier. Much easier. I don't know if I can put all these into there at the same time. Hopefully I can do. Hope for the best. And the trailer can go back out over here. Oh look, there's rain. Oh no, oh, I've run over my eggs. Whoopsie. Yeah, so rain shouldn't really cause any problems. But what we don't want is the food. Actually no, the food would always be out. How does that work then? If you had grain out like that, surely as soon as it rains it just gets soaked and then it will start to grow. A great big pulpy mess. Maybe the chicken feed tends to be inside. Okay, lovely. And we don't really need the front loader on again. So I can detach that. There we go. And we'll go and get the subsoiler. Make some progress on the on 2/3 of that field. Oh yeah, and yes, I've completely overlooked the fact that I need to still spray that. We'll do that first. Because it will be germinating soon. I do like doing it, it's good fun. It's also very fast. 20-metre working width. Always good fun using this. Ooh, I thought that would actually work. It would appear that might not be the case. I thought, because I did it before I drilled it, then after I drilled it, it would actually accept the second application, but no! Okay, well, fair enough. It's not a problem at all, because I can just come back to it when it does germinate. So yeah, we'll get this going instead. Get that hose. Lacking a hydraulic hose. So that section there can be cultivated. It doesn't have to be done with this very slow but very useful subsoiler. And removing the limiter does nothing because it's on the limit of the tractor. We need diff lock, we need four-wheel drive. There we go. So yeah, I don't know how far we're going to get. It is a pretty slow job. But really, we only need to do 50% because I'm going to put the first crop in as 50% of the field. And 50% is really just this central section, so yeah, just see how it goes. It is already 5 o'clock, it's going to be dark pretty soon. Top speed of 6 miles per hour. Right, so that piece there is done, which means we have this whole section, 50%, but I do just need to run down here because this used to be my dividing strip where no crop used to be, but now there is going to be a crop. So you can see that piece of red needs to be got rid of. We need to subsoil it. So that's going to leave that. I think it is about 50% because obviously the field widens over there. Has that field grown? No, not yet. We may still get it done today. Rain is coming. 7 PM. But yeah, next time this whole area can be drilled. I'm thinking of using the John Deere drills from Series 1. It will also be quite interesting to see how many of those we can pull with this tractor. I'd guess at 2. We might just about get 3. But I think really 2 is plenty for these fields. Okay, so I will just... Well, it's going to have to be done as well. I will just twiddle my thumbs for a few minutes and then see if we have any progress here. If this starts to grow, I will spray it. Okay, so we do indeed have a crop growing. Is that really the first stage? Seems to have really established quickly from nothing. I'm sure it's not the first stage. Weird. The weeds, have the weeds come through? I think they have. Yes, we've got some weeds. Good. So it's going to be really hard to see where I haven't been. I was really hoping to do this when it wasn't really established. It's gone from nothing to that. Ugh. Okay, right, well, let's just... I'm going to try my best. I'm going to go around the headland first and try and guess where I haven't been, but anything is better than nothing. Yeah, it's working anyway. It's a good job we have the minimap. And I love with precision farming how you can see the progress on the actual minimap, which I've just opened. Yeah, in the base game, standard, without running precision farming, you have to go on here. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think FS22 is the same, unless you're running precision farming. I'm pretty sure I did hear them say this in a Q&A. So, yeah, I don't know why it's not going to be added to the minimap, because it is useful. If you could turn it on and off. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to continue with this, try my best, and see if I can get it done as well as possible. Okay, I think I've covered everything. I think there has also been some substantial overlap. Oh, look, I've missed a piece. It's tricky with an old relic like this. No GPS. Oh, and by the way, I did not use a worker. I accidentally pressed the worker button, which is why it said helper, whatever it was, has completed their task. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go across here and then it will be done. Looks like we're going to be harvesting corn much earlier than expected. Right, let's just fold that up. I can top this up as well. It might even have enough space in it to completely empty the IBC, which is currently lurking in the undergrowth. Let's just go to first person view. Yep, just in here. See if we can empty it. But we're going to need some herbicide next time. There we go, good. To get rid of those weeds. And yeah, we'll be spraying this field as well. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.